Hello and welcome back to the Instant Fame. I am so glad you've decided to join me today for a conversation that goes far beyond the surface of a photograph, delving into the subtle art of personal presentation and the powerful language of nonverbal communication. When a public figure like Melania Trump steps onto a beach, the resulting images often ignite a firestorm of opinion, with many quick to label her choices as audacious or deliberately provocative. But if you stay with me until the very end of our discussion today, I will guide you through a fundamental shift in perspective, a simple mental recalibration, and introduce you to one incredibly subtle styling technique that, when applied, can transform any potentially risky ensemble into a vision of composure, clarity, and undeniable elegance, both in person and through the lens of a camera. The common narrative surrounding these kinds of bikini images is that they are inherently inappropriate, a label that is often applied without a second thought, even when discussing adults in a casual setting. But I want to invite you to take a step back from that immediate judgment and instead, for just a moment, consider the multitude of deliberate decisions that converge to create the final image you see. This isn't about random chance or a lack of forethought, it's a meticulous orchestration. Consider the specific shape of the swimsuit itself, how its lines interact with the body. Observe the careful balance struck in the pose, an equilibrium between strength and relaxation. Notice the deliberate pace of a walk, the way movement is controlled to convey a specific feeling. And pay close attention to the masterful use of light, how it is employed not just for illumination, but as a tool to gently guide the viewer's gaze across the frame, highlighting what is important and softening the rest. At its core, this is a study in control, not a pursuit of shock value. It is the art of crafting a narrative through visual cues. Let's break down the components of this visual language, starting with the foundation, the swimsuit and its relationship with the wearer. When you look at a well-executed photograph, you might notice, perhaps subconsciously, how the color of the suit complements the individual's skin tone, creating a harmonious and flattering effect. You might see how the straps are positioned to follow the body's natural lines, enhancing rather than contradicting its form. The fit is paramount. A superior fit remains consistent and smooth through the midsection, ensuring that nothing bunches or pulls awkwardly when the person moves. This creates a silhouette of seamless integrity. Now let's move to the posture, the architecture of presence. This is where true composure is built. Observe how the feet are planted, almost hip-width apart, creating a stable and grounded foundation. The knees are kept soft, never locked, allowing for a natural and fluid stance. The chin is held level, projecting a sense of quiet confidence, and the breath is steady, which in turn keeps the jaw relaxed and the face serene. The hands are a telltale sign of tension or ease. In a poised presentation, they do not press against the body, tense up, or form sharp, unnatural angles. Instead, they remain light and effortless at the sides, or perhaps rest comfortably at the waist, contributing to an overall impression of calm self-assurance. The interaction with the camera and the environment is another critical layer. When the camera moves, a subtly poised individual doesn't simply turn head-on. They might turn slightly off-center, a nuanced adjustment that allows the light to brush across the front of the body rather than striking it directly. This simple, almost imperceptible shift creates contour, depth, and dimension without revealing anything explicitly. It sculpts with light and shadow. Furthermore, the strategic use of a straightforward cover piece, such as an open shirt or a light, airy wrap, is a masterstroke. This piece does more than just cover. It creates motion. As the person moves, the fabric flows, creating a gentle, trailing line that guides the viewer's eye gracefully out of the frame. This element of motion fosters the impression that what you are witnessing is a genuine, captured moment in time, a snippet of reality, rather than a static, confrontational stare directed at the camera. It adds a layer of dynamism and authenticity. The details extend to hair and makeup, which play supporting roles in this overall narrative. Hair is often left to soften the sharper edges of a close-fitting suit, its movement swaying with a gentle breeze rather than being rigidly fixed in place, adding to the sense of life and spontaneity. The makeup approach is typically kept basic and fresh. A natural lip color, bright and expressive eyes, and perhaps a hint of glow on the skin. The goal here is to emphasize the person's expression, their humanity, rather than allowing the attire to dominate the entire narrative. It's a balance that keeps the focus on the individual as a whole. Now let's consider the poetry of movement. Watch the steps in such a scenario. They are even, measured and little, never hurried or rushed. There is a sense of purpose and calm in the pace. The slight, natural movement of the hips as one walks conveys an air of grace and fluidity, not provocation. And when the moment comes to sit, the same principles of posture apply.
Both feet land firmly on the ground. The back of the head lifts gently as if being pulled by an invisible string. The shoulders drop away from the ears, releasing tension, and the stomach remains easy and relaxed. This single, coordinated motion has a profound effect. It calms the entire frame, radiating an aura of peaceful self-possession. The underlying principle here is that true taste and sophistication are rarely found in the central item itself, but in the constellation of decisions made around it. It's in the quality of the light, the rhythm of the movement, the intelligence of the pose, and the thoughtful addition of secondary elements, what we might call side items. This is the art of juxtaposition. In other styling contexts, this might mean combining a bold, adventurous cut with clean, neat lines elsewhere. It could mean balancing a pronounced curve with a smooth, flowing edge. It might involve striking a harmony between a tight, body-conscious fit and a cover piece that catches the wind, adding an element of softness and motion. It is this very balance that allows an image to feel powerful and intentional, rather than simply loud or overwhelming. The visual message is one of considered confidence. The beautiful thing about these principles is that they are not reserved for the rich and famous. They are accessible tools that you can integrate into your own life. The next time you find yourself preparing for a day at the beach or any situation where you want to feel both confident and elegantly composed, you can utilize this very framework. Consider this easy, practical checklist to guide you. First, choose a suit that feels like it complements your body, working with your natural form rather than fighting against it. This is the foundation of comfort and confidence. Second, before you even step outside, take a moment to check your posture in a mirror. Exhale deeply, consciously lower your shoulders, allow your ribs to settle slightly, and imagine the crown of your head lifting gently toward the ceiling. This instantly creates a longer, more poised line. Third, incorporate one simple cover piece into your look, something that adds motion and shape, like a sheer kaftan or a lightweight scarf. Fourth, as you walk, focus on a slow, steady pace, letting your eyes, which are the windows to your soul, set the tone for your entire demeanor while your body maintains a steady, graceful line. Always remember this fundamental concept. You are the message, and your body is merely the frame that holds that message. It is your energy, your spirit, and your intention that ultimately shine through. Now, stay with me just a little longer, as we approach the perspective shift that truly has the power to transform everything. This is the key that unlocks it all. When you are getting dressed or choosing an outfit, I want you to reframe the question you ask yourself. Instead of asking, "Is this too daring?" or "What will people think?" turn the inquiry inward and ask, "Does this feel authentically like me? Does this choice resonate with who I am and how I wish to present myself to the world?" When the response to that question is a confident yes, a remarkable shift occurs. The look you have chosen begins to follow you, rather than you feeling like you are struggling to wear it. Your energy becomes clear, focused, and serene. This inner calm will manifest outwardly, in the relaxed placement of your hands, the easy set of your shoulders, the genuine expression on your face, and the steady, unhurried pace of your walk. You will appear relaxed, not strained, at ease, not boisterous. You project an image of someone who is comfortable in their own skin. And now, as promised, here is that one tiny, incredibly effective styling move that you can implement immediately. Whether you're wearing a vibrant, solid-colored suit or a bold pattern, pair it with one moving piece of soft, flowy clothing. This could be an open linen blouse, a light chiffon wrap, or even a long, sheer scarf tied loosely around your waist or shoulders. As you walk, consciously slow your pace, mentally counting to 3 between each step. This deliberate pace allows the fabric of your cover piece to catch the air, billowing gently and creating a soft, elegant line that flows behind you or around you. In every photograph taken, this single element will introduce a sense of life, movement, and sophisticated elegance, making the entire frame feel dynamic yet perfectly composed. So the next time you hear someone dismiss a public figure's beach photos as being too much, you will possess the knowledge to look deeper. You'll be able to spot the real craft at work, the intelligent use of light, the deliberate creation of line, the introduction of motion, and the power of conscious choice. You'll see beyond the surface and appreciate the artistry involved in creating a poised public image. To truly see how all these elements, the light, the color, the pose, and the motion, come together in perfect harmony to create one crisp, powerful, and long-lasting visual statement, I encourage you to watch the final wide shot of our analysis very closely. It is in that culmination of details that the entire concept crystallizes. If this detailed breakdown has inspired you, or given you a new lens through which to view personal style and presentation, then it would mean the world to me if you would watch through to the very end of this video. Hit the like button to let me know your thoughts, and share it with a friend who you know appreciates the nuances of self-assured fashion and personal expression. I would also love to continue this conversation with you, so please, leave a comment below sharing the single moment or idea from our talk today that resonated with you the most. And to make sure you never miss our next exploration into the art of everyday confidence, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications. Thank you so much for your time and attention today.